I often think the worst of me, or maybe I just get what I deserve. The golden rule I have not always supplied. My measuring stick was demented, broken, and abstract, holding others to standards that I myself have lacked. I see myself dimly in a mirror. I look from a distance into the poorly lit room. I've casted stones and then ran for cover in this glass house. Maybe I always think the worst of me. This window is a much clearer view than the mirror, though rainy and the glass foggy with condensation as the rain fluctuates. Abnormal weather, manipulated at best. I don't like lying to myself, but I do it often and very casually. I don't know how else to tell myself that I have been losing confidence lately. Confidence in my ability to respond with kindness and bravery. My balance is a little off, and the aches and pains of wear and tear of aging body parts. I know this comes with a dying world of imperfection and sorrow. The battle is intensifying immensely. I can see it in the natural realm as it pushes forth from the spiritual. As the speed of light is slowed down over the centuries, until eventually time will come to a crawl. All things once held together in time will just collapse and fall as time stands still. Nothing will be held in place. As the heavens and earth shake, I sit on this porch like a statue frozen in time, like a picture on a fireplace mantle, collecting dust while I collect thoughts. Waking to a new morning, gathering my thoughts like a cupped handful of water from a mountain stream. Grasping thoughts is like catching air, struggling to find words for something that just isn't there. It's okay to look back into the past to understand where you may be at today, this moment. I have always been a student of time, studying to understand its ways, from sparkling crisp ocean mornings to marked stones that sit at the head or foot of a grave, marked with a name and a starting and ending date, a vapor in the wind, as their memory is carried on through families and friends. A professor of words, but I've always failed with numbers, avoiding calendars and watches. As a young man, I used to keep a timepiece on my wrist in the form of a decoration, not realizing it was time that was wearing me. Counting down every moment until it became a page on a calendar. The whole earth and all that it contains is an actual living organism, and time has its way. Inside of it we are contained. Our minds fade, our bodies decay, withers away like a flower in a field, where no human eyes have seen it, in all its glory, in full bloom, at its perfect time, until it gently fades back into the soil. Bodies fill the endless hills of graves, yet the soul is not contained as it reaches its final destination. The wisest man to ever live counted it all as meaningless, as there is nothing new under the sun. I want to show love towards others and not feel like it's a weakness. To stand for truth with no wavering or doubt in a land filled with hate and anguish, as world leaders make their mark in history with corruption and genocide, and then twist the truth into a lie as the lies are agreed upon, as future generations are left with an abstract version of the past, fighting over who stole the most as the bodies pile up under the guise of patriotism. History studied for present war games as technology increases, and lies of the past and corruption of the present are uncovered as powers of the earth steer us into another reset, as history is wiped away and rewritten. Electricity ceases to be, and AI crashes. As books remain, written word as letters and alphabets remain the same. Creation was spoken into existence with words. Only one creator, all else is creation. The self-worship of social media is the psyop of the time, an inner web of minds as no one thinks for themselves, and creature worships the creation as the masters are told how to think and what to believe. As history repeats, a wise man once said, as the wind blows to the south and turns to the north, round and round it goes, ever returning on its course. As Solomon said, nothing is new under the sun. Well, do you think he ever envisioned men that would learn how to modify and manipulate the patterns of the wind to direct it on its course? Wind and air that has always existed on this earth. as Babel is no longer a tower, but a transhumanist technology in a post-human society.